Hey everyone, it's Chris and welcome back to The Ridge. Come along with us today as we transplant a few surprising, unique plants, and we'll give you a sneak peek into the plants that we're going to plant in our 40 by 50 half in-ground, half raised bed garden this year. We're going to work in the manure into the soil from last week's episode, and we are going to plant 3 kinds of potatoes. Join us! Man, I'll tell you what, this is looking good.
Sweet Maple Ridge Farms. Come on down, everybody. Go!
All right, now we're going to transplant this tobacco that we have started. We're not smokers and we don't use tobacco, but I thought it would be kind of cool to try to grow it in our climate. So this is Virginia Gold. We have a couple more of these. And then this over here is Virginia, Canadian cured Virginia Bold, it says. So these seeds are really, really tiny, so it's very difficult to grow them. But so we're going to transplant them. This is the potting mix we have going on over here. That's what we're going to use.
Okay.
The reason that we're doing this, obviously, is because the plants are getting too big for the container. It's really difficult when you're growing tobacco because the seeds are so small that the seeds just tend to go everywhere, and it's hard to know how many you have in there. So that's why we're going to try to split these up and put them into containers here. Just want to be really gentle with these. You can see how many there are in there right now. There's quite a few. Right. See how that goes. Put this one in here now. There's a couple in there, but I'm just gonna do this. So now here in this little planter that we have off of our deck, we planted some curled parsley, some rosemary, and Mrs. Sweet Maple Ridge is trying to split apart this cilantro that we got. We've never had good luck growing cilantro. If you have any tips or tricks for us, put it down in the comments. We'd love to know. It's difficult to grow, and it
just doesn't like the warm weather.
Yeah, despite it being a popular ingredient in many summertime dishes, you know, it doesn't like the hot weather. So
I can't get it to come apart and I don't want to hurt it, so let's just let it be.
yeah, any tips or tricks with cilantro? Is this guy gonna grow?
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's how they put roots out, but I don't really know.
Well, we're gonna see. And in case you're wondering, this is the Santo variety of cilantro. And we're just gonna top. And we watered in this tobacco that we planted. We have it underneath some grow lights here. We'll see how it goes. I just think it's kind of an interesting thing to plant, especially in our climate. I just wanted to see if we could grow it, so We'll keep you informed. All right, we'll introduce you to our seedlings that we've got growing this year. Some are doing great, others are not. That's all right. So we have overall tomatoes, basil, and peppers and tobacco in here. So let's go through this. This is a San Marzano. We started from seed, looking good. This is a Brandywine. We started from seed. We grew them last year. If you follow our tips and tricks in this video, you'll have great success doing that. Here's another San Marzano. There is another San Marzano right here. Another San Marzano. Now this one, we obviously just bought at the store yesterday. This is a better boy. This one here is a Bugs Super Lil. This is a great cherry tomato that's heirloom. This is basil, and more basil. We grew them from seed. We have a pretty leggy early girl that we bought yesterday. This one is a Brandywine. Looking good. We're going to be building a greenhouse this year, so I hope to replace all this. And we got an Amish paste here. And then we have an early jalapeno. Well, 3 early jalapenos. 1, 2, 3 that we grew from seed. So that's this. Then, in this contraption, we have Canadian tobacco that we just transplanted. Canadian tobacco. And we have Virginia Gold here. Again, don't use tobacco. We don't advocate the use of tobacco, but I wanted to grow it because we do have a unique growing area here. It never gets above 75 or 80. It's you might get one 85-degree day here in the summer. So we're at a unique location on the East Coast. We get about 100 to 120 inches of snow a year. The winters are cold, snowy, very windy, and the summers are cool and damp. So let me go to the other side. This is all tobacco here. So that's why I wanted to grow the tobacco. I just thought it would be kind of neat to see if it could be done. All right, coming over here, there are some flowers that we have starting in here. That's a red onion that never really made it. I'm giving up on them. Here we have more Brandywines that are slow. And these are mushroom baskets. Nothing growing in there. Nothing in there. And there are some Romas. The Romas don't like it, and they're not doing well. These are Romas here. See, they're just not taking off, and then we're getting to the tobacco. So that's what we have growing on. We got this lamp from Amazon. I wish I would have spent a little bit more money, honestly, and gotten something a little bit better. But whatever. We have this lamp. Mrs. Sweet Maple Ridge bought this off of Amazon last year. It's worked pretty well. So that's what we have growing right now. We're going to put all that in our garden. All right, we're also going to plant these. This is a great laurel rhododendron. And this is mountain laurel. We got them at our local nursery. And these are native to where we live, so both of them are. All right, so we're gonna plant this mountain laurel. You can see it's real shady here. It's sort of wet. We got this moss growing everywhere. So it's sort of nice. So we're gonna plant this mountain laurel right here. It's on the edge of this wood line here. And it's just sort of wet around here. So we're hoping that it will be the perfect spot for it. All right, we got the hole dug. We're gonna pop this guy in here and we'll see how he does. All right, we got him planted and put some leaves around him. I know he's a little crooked, but he's sort of made that way right now. So I'm sure he'll correct himself. I think probably he was maybe dug up from like a hillside or something. So that's why he's like that. But he's gonna be real nice and he's gonna like it here. You know, we used to have mountain laurel and rhododendron everywhere. The previous owners of this place forested pretty much everything. Thankfully, they kept the sugar bush, but they forested everything and all the rhododendron died and all the mountain laurel died. One day, we'll take you all down to state land where you can see what this place would have looked like had they not done that. I'm not being critical of these people. They had their reasons for doing it, and you know, I understand people need money or whatever, but yeah, this place used to be pretty impressive, and this stuff used to grow everywhere. So we're gonna go plant this rhododendron next. Now this thing is also something that used to grow wild around here. Like I said, this is a native species. This thing is huge. And it is super heavy. So we're gonna go try to find a place along the wood line near the sugar shack to plant him. All right, we're here at the second location. This is where we're gonna plant the rhododendron. Again, sort of a wet area. Ferns and stuff growing here just inside the wood line. There's the sugar shack. So I'm thinking he should like it here. So let's see what we can do. All right, we're getting there. It's not as rocky as you might think. So just a little bit more. All right, time for the hard part. I'm getting this thing over here. Woo! I think it's gonna look really good here. I'll have to go get some water for him next once we get him covered up. All right, so there he is planted. That was the biggest one and the hardest one, but we got him done no problem. We got some nice leaves for mulch. You can see this area, I think, is just about perfect. So let's go get him some water now. All right, we'll give it some water down Miracle Grow here. All right, and the same thing with this mountain laurel.
If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We really appreciate it.
All right, now we have something like 10 rosebuds to plant, so come with. All right, so here we are. This is where we're going to plant these rosebuds. Got to plant them in a straight line from here up to another rosebud that's at the top of that hill. And we also have to plant them evenly, which is why we're going to measure. My, I guess OCD, joking, I don't have it, but my OCD is not going to let me stare at uneven rosebuds for the rest of the time we live here. So we're going to measure, we're going to make sure they're in a straight line, and we're going to have them spaced evenly. So that's what we're going to do right now. See how it goes. All right, so we got 15 red buds. My dad gave us these. Thank you, Dad. Look at them. Got flowers on them or blooms on them and leaves, whatever, everything. So they're looking really good. So 15 of these, 216-foot run. So we're going to plant one every 14 and a half feet. So let's get going. All right, so we got these planted. Now we're going to roll this up. And probably going to get some water. It's pretty warm out here, honestly. I didn't think it was supposed to be a great day today. That's how it is. Look at this view. It's beautiful. Anyway, we're gonna get this cleaned up and grab some water. We'll be right back. All right, so we got these done because I know somebody. This is Sweet Maple Ridge. Might run these over, but honestly, she mows the grass. She loves doing it. So even if she did, that'd be all right. But I think these are great. One might be a little out of place, but that'd be all right. Got a lot of stuff to do. Lots of stuff to do, but look how nice this weather is. Look how tall the grass is. But we're getting it done. The next thing we're gonna go over and see if the garden is dry enough to start tilling that stuff in. Earlier, it was nothing but mud, and the rototiller couldn't handle it. So, I think I might be missing one in here. So there's 14 of these here. I planted 15. So the 15th one is between here and here and that other tree. I can't find it. So I guess we got 14 trees. I'm gonna give them some water. Man, what a beautiful day. Thanks for joining us. I know we're just getting started out here on the YouTube game, but we really appreciate each and every one of you tuning in and watching and coming along with us as we figure this stuff out together. We don't claim to be experts, but we really appreciate each and every one of you. So if you like this video and you like what we're doing, please do us a favor, like the video, subscribe, and let us know what you think. Let us know how we can improve. Let us know what you'd like to see. I know some people want to see some more of the spring, and just haven't gotten a chance to get over there, but we're going to. All right, we're back here. We're back to tilling here. It was way too muddy, moist, wet, whatever earlier here, and all this was getting wrapped up in these tines. This thing is great, don't get me wrong, but it's way too small for what we have here. We bought it when we first came here, and you know, I think we sort of wish we didn't. It's fine for what, you know, for these raised beds and stuff, but the soil has to be really good and dry. It's not great. It's not great. Every year we say we're gonna buy a rototiller, and then every year we just struggle with this thing again. And yeah. Anyway, don't buy this thing for a big garden. So like I said, this thing works pretty good when you're dealing with raised beds. It's nice to be able to pick it up and, you know, put it in here. And when it works, it does a great job at, you know, dealing with the soil. But soil is And this is topsoil. Like, this is screen topsoil. This is the second year that we've had this. So this isn't like, you know, altogether clay, but it's just wet, you know, as we've gotten a lot of rain. Well, I wanted to come out here and till it, and you can see it did an okay job, but this is what you deal with. And I don't know if this is the case with all rototillers, or maybe it's just because this one is small and the tines are super close together that it just clogs up almost immediately. I spend more time cleaning this thing out than I do actually tilling. So let me know in the comments if you all would recommend a rototiller for us. Brand, a model for this size of garden. Because, you know, you come out here, you know, we both have jobs, you know, we don't have time to be doing this like all day and night, or we'll do it Monday or something like that. Like, when we have to get stuff done, you know, we got to get it done. We don't have time to be dealing with this. So, but maybe it's me. Maybe this is just a rototiller thing. So let me know in the comments what you all think. And if there's one that you all recommend, please let me know, because we'll probably take you up on whatever y'all's recommendation is. Because ain't nobody got time for all this. And this is probably the 35th time that I've done this. So let me know in the comments. I'd certainly appreciate it. All right, one thing I wanted to show you is our blueberries. You can see they got little stuff on them, little blueberries, little flowers. So we're gonna give these guys some Jack's Blossom Booster. They haven't been fertilized yet this year, with some fish emulsion. So we're gonna mix that up here, and we'll I'll show you how that goes. All right, so we're gonna put a tablespoon of Jack's 10-30-20 Blossom Booster in there. I've already put that in there. We're gonna add some water. We do have a better setup here. All right, now we're gonna add our fish. Give that a really good shake. It stinks, but that's how you know it's good. Give it like a little pour there. All right, that's it. Put the lid back on. Put the cap on this. And we're gonna give this, and I'll try to like just move it a little bit. I'm gonna give this a little pour onto here. Look at that. Yeah. All right. It does smell, but plants love it. Plants love it. Now we have a little extra. So let's see what else we got here. Nothing there is blooming. Remember, we got Bloom Booster on here. Let's just give it to some of these strawberries right in here. They love it too. All right, and then one last thing I wanted to show you out here in the garden is we have this Oachita, that's how you say it, thornless blackberry from Stark Brothers. We planted this last year. And look, we got little blooms on them. I just saw this. If I saw this, I would have given them some Bloom Booster. But I just dumped some regular Miracle Grow on them. So that's all right. We'll come back out here maybe in a couple days, because it's supposed to rain a little bit more, and we'll give them some Bloom Booster. And Sebastian, I have determined, is not here today. So I'm sorry to end on that note for you Sebastian lovers. We love him too, don't get me wrong. But anyway, that's it. That's the video. We really appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you like. Definitely hit that subscribe button. There's a toad. Definitely hit that subscribe button. And we'll see y'all next time out here on the ridge.